Hello, YouTube family, and welcome to another episode of This and That. Yes, it is your boy Rosie, your soon to be #1 YouTube host. All right, family, I've had this Frankenstein like idea in my head for probably over a year now. And today, in real time with your boy, you're going to see the hot logic. As you probably already have diagnosed by the title, you're going to see us Frankenstein the two Hot Logic minis into one Hot Logic family size 12 volt. Y'all stick around, this might be a good one. Alright family, if you've been around the channel for a while, you know I claim to fame the Big Easy Turkey Fryer, the Hot Logics, the George Foreman grills, and we throw in a little fishing and a little cooking in as a caveat. So today, our #1 and #2 most famous item, we're gonna take two of our small ones, we're gonna combine them together, and we're gonna make one giant family size 12 volt Hot Logic. Hot Logic. The people at Hot Logic, if y'all are listening, y'all pay attention. This may or may not be something you want to take a look at. All right, family, here goes. Now, first of all, the reason that I think this is necessary, Lady Red and I do a lot of traveling, whether it be in the RV, whether it's an overnight camping trip in the Yukon, or whether it's an overnight camping trip in the Jeep. Her, I, and Fitzgerald always on the move. As you know, we use the Hot Logic Mini most of the time. I even have a video where in her GMC, it fits perfectly in the center console. I cleared some things out, put a little stand underneath because it has a recess in it, fit perfectly, plugged it into the 12 volt socket inside her center console. So it was not intrusive, it worked perfectly. The only problem is, if we're on a long trip, say I'm going to Georgia to visit my family, that is an 8.5 hour trip. And when we take a trip of that length, I have to take whatever I'm eating, put in one container. If we're having sides or something else, then we have to take that out, let it sit at the side, and then put in the second tray because it's only, I think, 9 by 12 inches. The family size, which I forget the direct dimensions on that one. I think that one is 11 by 13, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll put the dimensions in the description, or I'll put them right up here on the screen. So what we're going to do today, family, we're going to take this, which is the guts of the family size Hot Logic. We've already taken it and we removed it. So this is your hot plate. And you can see this one has been well used. Matter of fact, I found a crack on the back of this thing, which is not gonna harm anything. But when I took it out to clean it up, I found a crack. I definitely gotta contact Hot Logic and see if they'll hook me up with another family size and another mini, because I've sold quite a few of these things here on the channel. Y'all have been very good participants when it comes to taking my advice and purchasing these items. All right, family. So what we're gonna do is we got this one all cleaned out. Boom. So we're going to take the guts of this 12 volt, and this is a 12 volt Hot Logic, and this is, I think, the Mr. T. This is one of the knockoff brands Hot Logic. We're going to pull this one out, pull the cord out of the back, boom, and we're going to put them both. I think we're going to face them this way. Nope, we're going to face it this way. And we're going to run that cord out of the back. Now the only problem is, and I don't think it's a problem, we got to make sure that cord is not sitting on top of the hot plate, because we don't want to burn that cord. So we're going to put that underneath just like so. We're going to take this one out of the Hot Logic. It's going to be easy for me to know which one is which. The Hot Logic hot plates are perfectly square. The knockoff on this particular brand is kind of octagon shaped. So I know this one will go back into Mr. T, and this one will go back in the Hot Logic that goes in my Jeep. All right, family. Another thing I learned while I was doing this, setting up for this project, I didn't pay this any attention. I've been doing this for years now. we all know that the Hot Logic Mini is lined with that reflective, and that reflects the heat back and keeps this thing at 165 degrees, which you probably heard me say 165 degrees 165 times or more in this channel, and I'm saying it again today, 165 degrees, 165 degrees. What I noticed was, and I'm assuming that this particular cloth or material is similar to the reflective, or is some type of reflective material of its own, or maybe there's some reflective material buried in here. But this, the Hot Logic family size, does not have the same reflective zone on the outside right next to your cooking area. The same thing with this knockoff. It has some type of reflective material right here. This is the first time that I ever noticed that. All right, fam, enough about that. Now, we're gonna take this one, we're gonna turn it around, and luckily, the Hot Logic Mini must be almost exactly half size of this in some dimension, form, or fashion, because these two hot plates, if I had two Hot Logic hot plates, which I actually do have another one, but this is my 12 volt, boom. Y'all can see that that would fit perfectly in there, squared up and everything. But for purposes of this exercise, we'll go ahead and use these two 12 volts. All right, so we're gonna take this one, shove it through the hole here in the back. And if you're new to the channel and you tuned in to this video because it mentioned Hot Logic and you're interested about the Hot Logic, you can go back and check our playlist, everything you ever want to know about the Hot Logic, and you'll learn everything you ever wanted to know about the Hot Logic. But back here in the back, these have the opening, these slits for the cord to come out. So that's where I'm sticking these. I'm sticking this through the slit. There's one for the left, one for the right, whichever orientation you want to put the Hot Logic in. All right, family, so we're gonna bury that cord behind it, and boom, family. And I brought this out just to show you how it's gonna work. Now, today's video, in order to keep it short, sweet, and simple, and I always say that, I always try to keep these videos under 10 minutes, but sometimes it doesn't work out. But, so, today we won't be cooking, but in a future video, we will put this in the Jeep, we will fire it up. I have two 12 volt plugs, several 12 volt plugs, and we'll see just how well this thing cooks. We'll even shoot each one of these with the radar gun. We'll shoot it with the radar gun once it starts cooking and see if it's maintained at 165 degrees or better. Because I've learned some things over the last couple of months. 165 degrees is what the hot plates are, but when you close this thing up and trap the heat, y'all stick around, we got some things to talk about. All right, family, so you put your tray in, boom. We're gonna plug each one of these up into a 12 volt socket, and boom. We have Frankenstein, a 12 volt family size Hot Logic. Now, I don't think that exists. I have looked on the internet, I've looked on the Hot Logic website. There are different types of Hot Logics. They have the one with the expandable bag that gets taller, but I don't think they have a 12 volt that gets wider. So fam, I may be wrong and I may be right, but I believe we created something here on the channel. This is a first, a YouTube first, a Hot Logic first, a Roselle first, and y'all were here to witness it. Real time. This is the first time I ever put this thing together. I took some dimensions, I looked at some things, but as far as physically putting it together, y'all were here to see it. That's how we do it here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, we like to make mistakes here together. We like to succeed here together. And one of our mottos is, I make mistakes so y'all don't have to. So when we come back to this video and we're ready to cook in our newly built 12 volt Hot Logic, we will see if it works, if there's anything that we need to work out. And Hot Logic, if you're listening, y'all need to hook your boy up, because once again, I'm on Team Hot Logic, baby. All right, family, if y'all enjoyed this short, down and dirty video, y'all know what to do. Give your boy a thumbs up, and I will catch y'all in the next video. It's your boy Rosie. Peace.